What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the FlipCast. For those of you who have been wondering, hey, Flip, you're streaming an awful lot in the last couple of days. It's because I am off work still. I will be probably doing this for the rest of the week. Just hanging out, shooting the shit, and having a good time. But tonight we have Boogie Snacks, kind of last minute. Yo, what's going on, Night Dweller and Tyrone? You guys are the day ones. You guys are the homies. But yeah, so we're having Boogie Snacks as the guest tonight, and I'm super excited because I think Boogie Snacks is really cool. So if you guys want to hang out until he gets here, he's gonna be a little bit late. He's running a little behind. He just got dinner. I randomly was like, you know what, I'm gonna stream tonight. Messaged him out of the blue and was like, hey, do you want to do it? And he was like, hell yeah, dude. Liam, good to see you too, bud. See, Liam, this is what confuses me about when you join, is because you say good to see you, and usually I have to uncensor your message, but the other day I saw you joined and it didn't make me uncensor you. So I don't know what's up with that. But anyways, thank you guys for joining. Boogie Snacks is going to be here in a little bit. I'm super excited. He's probably the best dressed manga tuber, easily. He's incredibly handsome. He's got a great sense of style, and I think that's because he's from LA. So, but yeah, guys, we're going to be asking him questions, dig a little deep into why he likes anime and manga, and why he decided to start collecting anime and manga. So, but how are you guys tonight? You guys doing good? Is everything going great? I finished Thunderbolt Bandit Flower, so that, you know, the two films in the Gundam Thunderbolt like story. Why does my hat keep slowly going to the side? I don't get it, but yeah, so I finished that, and honestly, I feel Bandit Flower has one of the coolest Gundams, I think, in the whole franchise. And it shows it for literally like 30 seconds, and they don't do anything with it. I think the story's a little meh. But December Sky is incredible. Incredibly well directed, incredibly well animated. So not too bad. Trying to catch up with some unread manga trades and comics. What are you reading, Talim? I'm deciding whether or not to go really hard into the IDW Transformers line. I just don't think I need to be spending a crazy amount of money. I think I'm good with what I got so far. I am selling some more stuff though, so if anyone's interested in Battle Royale, Arm of Cannon, Dogs, Bullets, and Carnage. If you guys are interested in those titles, let me know. They're up for grabs. Still deciding whether or not to sell Ubo Blah. Oh, I'm also selling Basilisk. So a bunch of crap. I'm getting a poster printed of a bunch of manga panels from some of my favorite series. Dude, Nigel, you need to tag me in a photo of that because I would love to see how. So how did you do that? Because I kind of want to do something similar. I saw someone on Twitter have like a backdrop of like different characters, and I kind of want to do that with my favorite stuff. I think that'd be really cool. How did you do that? I want to kind of spruce this up. I want to spruce the room up. I'm still cleaning it. I have it's been a wreck. It's been an absolute wreck. Should I pick up the Goblin Slayer manga? You know, Sam, it's one of those things, dude. Family Time was great, man. It was really good. We actually didn't end up going. I thought we were going to the in-laws. We actually didn't end up going to the in-laws. We ended up just we went on a nice walk through our neighborhood. We went for about like a 20-minute walk. We picked up some ramen, which I haven't had in a while. So then we came home, ate dinner. Me and the baby had a dance off. She won. Obviously, she has better moves than me. And we just hung out until it was time for her to. Why do I want another shelf? Me? Why don't you want another shelf? I'm trying to downsize, Sam. I'm trying to like get rid of the clutter. I have I'm living the dream. We all are living the dream. The dream is great. But yeah, I'm trying to declutter, dude. I have so much stuff. I have series I'm never gonna read again, like Battle Royale. I want to get rid of it. I want it off my hands. I want it out of here. Armor of Cannon, same thing. You know. So I just sold Yu-Gi-Oh. So now I forgot I had Yu-Gi-Oh. So I literally have 0 shonen in my collection now. Absolutely nothing. Toledo says, enjoying some Tamasi on the Detective Comics. So Tamasi didn't Tamasi do the Batman and Robin omnibus? Like I used to have that and I really enjoyed it. Do you not want more manga than you have right now? Sam, if you saw my collection, at the beginning of last year, I had so much and it grew almost double that midway through the year. My hauls were fucking crazy, dude. I was buying thousands and thousands of dollars of manga and anime at a time. And I was reading all of it. Like I read everything and I sold it off. I want to keep everything that I love. So like Berserk, Gantz, Lone Wolf and Cub, Blade the Immortal, Vagabond, Vinland Saga. That stuff is staying. The current ongoings that I'm gonna continue to pick up are like Golden Kamuy. No Guns Life I actually dig a lot. I'm gonna be picking up Thunderbolt, Ultraman, that stuff. I just like if something comes out that's like really cool, like if something like because nothing's announced besides the Transformers manga. I'm really excited for the Transformers manga. I'm a huge Transformers fan. I think manga wise, I'm pretty much I've had or have read everything I want to read. There's stuff that I regret selling and eventually down the line will pick up again, but I think right now I'm really content and happy. I broke that impulse collector, that like I think that was the main issue. I was getting I think my biggest haul was like 300 volumes of manga in a month. Just unnecessary. Spent way too much money. And I think I'm at this point in my collecting phase where like I broke the impulse because like also like Sam, I'm sure I'm not sure you've gone through with this, but I feel like a lot of people do when they get into a new hobby or they come back to a hobby, you feel like you've missed so much and you just kind of overdo it. And for me, I'm a little bit of a completionist, so I would be like, all right, seinen manga, and I'd be like, all right, Berserk, Gantz. Like I had at one point almost every manga that Dark Horse had put out, and a lot of it was half-assed series, a series that never got finished, like MPD Psycho. Not saying MPD Psycho was half-assed, I'm saying the release-wise was half-assed. I had so much shit that was either not completed, never going to be completed, or things that I really didn't like, and it was just sitting. Like at one point, I had like 7 shelves. I had 2,500 volumes of manga that was just taking up space, and so I did go overboard with the anime as well recently, but I'm at this point in my collecting, I don't want to call it a career, but like my collecting hobby, where it's like, all right, I have goals, I have things that I want to collect, things that are priorities, and I'm going to continue to pursue those instead of just being like, oh, hey, someone's selling Blue Exorcist, the 18 volumes, gonna pick that up. Oh, someone's selling Magi 1 through 22, got to pick that up. Like, so someone's selling Phoenix, pick it up. So, it's really, it's kind of, oh, the baby's crying. I don't know if you guys can hear her. She's crying. It's bedtime. She's tired. But yeah, I'm just, I think I broke that. I broke through that ceiling, and it feels good because I used to literally I would have an impulse to buy constantly, left and right. And I'm really glad I broke it because now I can focus on stuff. I have more money now. I'm not I'm not spending a ton of money every fucking month. I mean, Sam, I've told you how much I've spent in a year, and that's not good, dude. So, but yeah, like going forward, I mean, there's stuff I like want to get. There's mangas I want to read still that are on my backlog or like my back buy list. There's games I want to pick up. There's more movies I want to pick up. You know, I got a 4K TV now, so that's a. Am I reading anything right now? I'm rereading Ubo Blot. I'm gonna pick up Volume 3 of Wodokoi. That's another series. I actually really like that. I think that and Grand Blue Dreaming are gonna be series I'm gonna continue picking up. I both really enjoy those. What else am I reading? I'm deciding whether or not see, I have enough to reread. It's been so long since I've read Gantz. It's been so long since I've read Berserk again. So like, I still have stuff that I'm gonna enjoy reading. Yeah, Sam, exactly. That's the other thing. That's one of my main reasons I like physical. What's going on, Slim? By the way, how are you, buddy? One of the reasons why I like physical over digital media is because no matter what, you have equity. You have something, like, even if it's gonna drop in value, like most shonen titles aren't gonna hold their worth. Like, they aren't gonna hold, a good price. But for instance, Gantz, like, someone offered me $1,000 for Gantz. I told them no, which, I really like Gantz. I don't think I'm ever gonna sell it, but stuff like that holds its equity. And I also feel like, because my tastes are so niche, like that Legend of the Galactic Heroes box set, that's gonna hold its value. Once that stuff's sold out, it's gonna hold its value. The Gundam box set right here, I sold the Gunpla, the exclusive Gunpla that came with this, for $150 alone, just the fucking kit. I'm never gonna build it, so I made a third of what I paid for the whole set back. So, and then those Power Rangers omnibuses right here, I mean, these have already gone out of print once before. So I like physical stuff because, one, I think it looks cool on the shelf. Like, look how fucking cool my fucking Mecha shelf is, dude. Look at that. Look at that. It's all mech and toku. I think that looks cool as hell. But also, it holds equity. Like, it's gonna hold its value. Like, that Ultimate Muscle, that's gonna be at least $400. At least. I've seen people sell 1 through 7 for $450 by themselves, just that. So equity is important. Those Gundam Origin hardcovers, those aren't going to be in print. I don't know how they're in print now, because of how they can be turning a good profit on those books. They're like $35, and you get a lot of book and a very well built book. So, equity is important. But just knowing like what you want to collect, I think it's really easy to get lost in the sauce, as they say, and go overboard and just get super overzealous with what you want. And I think I finally broke that. I mean, now I really enjoy this a lot. This Transformers by IDW. I've been wanting to get more of it, but the hardcovers are expensive, and it's like there's 8, I think, in the first original run, and then you got phase 2, and that's like 11 volumes, or like $35 a piece. It's like, do I do it? But I fucking love Transformers, and it's like, man, okay, so I'm doing great, man. Glad I can make it to another stream. Yeah, dude, we're having Boogie Snacks on in a little bit. He's actually eating snacks. He's eating dinner. He's having dinner, and then he's gonna hop on. Decided to pregame it, get in here and chat with you guys for a little bit before we get to talking about him. One to Gantz, how explicit is Ubo Blot? It's not as bad as Gantz. There is some stuff, like the main character looks very young. He's a male. He looks very young, and he has sex with a lot of the female characters that are appearance-wise are much older than him. So that's a turnoff. I had trouble dealing with that because I don't like that normally. The story is okay. It's one of those. It's a manga that I know it's not great. It's a very much a guilty pleasure, I would say, and it's pretty graphic. The violence is really cool. The world is very unique. I think the world building is pretty cool. It reads pretty fast. Volume 0, which is like technically the first 2, but they labeled it as 0, is like a little bit of like a backstory. That volume kind of fucking sucks. Like, it's kind of bad. I did not like Volume 0. At times it could be a little bit of a drag. Volume 1 of the 4 are like pretty solid, and then it just kind of dips. But it's, it's done. It's over. Would I recommend it? It's once I'm finished with it again, Sam, if you're interested, I'll sell it to you. I mean, I don't like it enough to keep it in my collection. I don't think. But yeah, I went from like 2,500 volumes of manga. Last I counted was like 1,000, and then I sold a bunch. So I'm below 1,000 now. I'm probably close to 600-700 volumes. Yeah, I mean, that shit fills up fast. What was Toledo? I'm sorry, buddy. I got sidetracked. If I enjoy Power Rangers, Boom Studios is doing a crossover with TMNT. I want to read the TMNT comics really bad. But like I said, I'm more interested in this, and this is like, it's like, do I collect more? I've heard nothing but incredible things, and from what I've read, it's really good. I just don't like. This is my problem with comics in general. Is I'll get attached to one artist's art style, and I'll just want them to. I want the whole series to look like that. Like, just flipping through here, there's like, I'll be like, all right, like that style, don't like that style, like that style, don't like that style. But this has a lot of like exclusive Transformers, like that were like only in the Japanese. Like, see, I'm trying to see here, like this art style I really dig. See if I can find like a cool spread done by. So whoever does this art style, I'm digging it. I'm really liking it. But then you go to stuff like this, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So, I started watching Trigun this week and saw Trigun Maximum manga and was tempted to buy it. I don't know what to do. I like Trigun Maximum. There are characters that are only in the manga, that are manga only, that are really badass and cool looking. But I feel like they're gonna reprint it. I might sell my Trigun. I mean, I don't know. I actually, I'm a big fan of Trigun, so still just waiting on Boogie. Where is he at? Sam, do you want to hop in and hang out too, dude? You're more than welcome. Yeah, the Hellsing Deluxe. I wonder how they're gonna pace those release wise. Like, are they gonna crank them out? Are they going to be modest with them and have them spread out? Hopefully, we get them all in a year. That would be ideal. I think there's only gonna be 3, right? Yeah, there's only 3 of them, so they should be able to crank those out fairly fast. Hopefully at least. But I'm more excited for anime than I am manga. Oh, there we go. The chat like disappeared on StreamYard for a second for whatever reason. It's been kind of all over the place lately. But so yeah, guys. While we're waiting, you guys got any questions? You guys want to know anything about Mecha or Toku? Did you guys see the new Godzilla leaks? That's got me really fucking excited. Like, super excited. They some toy line leaked that Mecha Godzilla is going to be in it, and I knew they were going to do something. Just didn't think they were going to do that. So, pretty pumped up about that. Oh, we got a message here. Cat Kafka just followed me on Twitter. I don't know who that is. But what are you guys? The new Godzilla? I liked it. Taylor, Taylor doesn't like anything to do with that stuff. Sam, hop in here, dude. What got me into Mecha was honestly just I've always been really into robots. It's like I've always thought big robots were cool as fuck. Transformers probably, and then just like digging deeper and finding out. Like the Armor Core franchise played a big part of my youth, and then of course Gundam on Cartoon Network. Wing, Wing, Double O, and then getting into like old stuff, like Pat Labor, Armor Trooper Votams, and then finding Zambot and all that stuff. A good place to start. Mecha as a whole would probably be Gundam. I would recommend a standalone Gundam series like Gundam 00 is really good. It's probably one of the best Gundam series. Iron Blood Orphans is more recent, a lot of fun, and then from there, depending on what you like, do you like crazy laser swords and over the top, or do you like the more grounded, real? Because if you like the crazy stuff, you can go right into Gurren Lagann. I think Gurren Lagann's a good giant robot series to start off with. And then you got Gurren Lagann. You can go from there to Mazinger, any of the Mazinger, the Mazin Kaiser stuff. But if you like more grounded, you got Armor Trooper Votams, a little bit of Pat Labor, stuff like that. I'm watching the Mavs games with Liz right now. What's up, Liz? Where is the Gundam's buyer's guide video? Manga wise, I would say Thunderbolt, because Thunderbolt is a little bit more standalone-ish. Getter Robo is pretty standalone, but Getter Robo pays off if you're a fan of the franchise a lot. To answer your question, Scott, where's the Gundam buyer's guide? I'm hopefully gonna have that out around the end of the month, early next month. I want to film a couple of videos at the restaurant. I want to bring this ring light with me, and have like a table to be able to like show you guys, hey, and then also I'm still missing a couple Blu-rays. I have like an almost complete Gundam Blu-ray collection. I'm missing a couple. So I'm going to pick those up by my birthday and hopefully have a good video for you guys. I think it's going to be fun. I'm really excited about that video because, Boogie just said, okay, be right there. He's coming soon, guys. The headset has been charging. Headset is charged. Thank you, Scott. Thank you. I love Gundam, and I think people are intimidated by the Universal Century timeline, but I don't think it's actually that bad. Once you understand like what's UC based Gundam and what's standalone, and there he is.
Hey, how are you, buddy? Hey, man, how are you?
Good, man. So, Boogie, I just want to say you are the best dressed manga tuber.
Oh, dude, no, not at all, dude.
Yes, you are, dude. So I was talking to my wife. I'm like, hey, last second idea. I'm gonna have Boogie Snacks on, and she goes, "Who's that?" I showed her one of your videos, and she goes, "That guy looks cool as fuck." And I was like, "Yeah, he is pretty rad, dude. You are very well dressed. Your hair is incredible."
Oh, dude,
I'm jealous because I'm balding. So, and then the mustache is incredible.
Dude, I think if
you're what, man? Your mic just shut down. There you go.
Yeah, sorry. My bad. Okay, yeah. If I was in your shoes, man, I have a couple friends who they're balding right now, and they committed, man. They're just like, they just,
I kind of did that.
They did the Joe Rogan, man. Okay, I see.
That's exactly what I want to do. How old are you, by the way?
Dude, I'm oh man, I'm old, dude.
You're not old. How old are you?
Dude, I'm 27.
I'm 28.
Okay, so
you're not old. You're not old at all, man.
Dude, I don't know. I always like to say like I'm 27, but my back is 40. You know, like you know what I mean?
I'm
like,
super fucked. I used to do like powerlifting, and my knees and my back are just they're shot, dude. It sucks.
See, I'm not as strong, dude. I went to music school, so my back is just shot after that. So
powerlift. What?
I don't power. I don't.
It was stupid, dude. It was so stupid. I was taking fucking steroids and just.
Oh, you were roiding up, dude.
I was not like injecting stuff. I was ingesting stuff. I hate needles. So
you ingested roids, bro?
Oh yeah, man. I was taking anabolics and just test boosters, and I was just. Oh man, I was an animal at one point in my life, and now I am very domesticated. So
see, I'm the guy that even if I were to go to the gym, which I have maybe like a grand total of 10 times in my life, I can't, dude, I can't gain weight. Like I can't. Like I right now, just by looking at me, why don't you just guess how much I weigh? Just guess. Just go for it.
I'm gonna say you're probably 6'1", $150.
I'm 5'8" and 121.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
I'm 5'6" and I'm 250 pounds.
Yeah, man, I am terribly skinny.
I mean, that's better than the alternative. I was 340 pounds at one point in my life, and it was
awful. Buddy, 340.
I was bad, dude. It was so bad. I couldn't breathe, and that's actually what got me into powerlifting. Was when I went to the gym, I found out I couldn't even walk on a treadmill. I was so out of it, and then I was like, "But mass moves mass," and I found out from working at the restaurant, moving flour and all this stuff all the time. I was like, I just was naturally just strong. And
restaurant guy, huh?
Well, yeah. So my grandparents are immigrants from Sicily. And they came here in '69, opened up a restaurant, and then my parents got married, didn't know what they were gonna do, so they opened up a restaurant in '91. And
91,
I'm taking it over. So. Oh,
dude. Oh, serious restaurant guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice, man. Like, oh, dude. So my upbringing was in the workforce. I started off all food industry jobs. The last food industry job I had, I did just about everything you can think of in a restaurant at the Cheesecake Factory. That was my last, like...
How the fuck... Okay, I have a question about Cheesecake Factory.
What's up? Yeah.
We have a decently sized menu, but the Cheesecake Factory menu is like the Bible.
Yeah, it's
huge. How the fuck do you guys learn all the abbreviations and just everything for that?
They beat you in the back until you learn it. They just beat you, dude. Like I swear, bro. So I worked at like I worked at like a big one, dude. The town I live in is it's notorious. It's like it's the second Grove. Do you know what the Grove is in Beverly Hills?
No.
Okay, so it's the same owner as the Grove. It's really bougie, okay, and it's really popular, and it's one of the flagship Cheesecake Factories, and we do like the highest sales. And to come full circle, you learn the menu just like they give you like 2 months of training, and you just better go you learn it, or you're just gonna look like an idiot on the floor. Straight up, dude. Like they're just like, hey, learn this. So that is what it is.
So do you still work at the Cheesecake Factory?
Oh no, dude. It got to the point where I was just like, I was only getting older, and I was looking at like parents that were working at the Cheesecake Factory, and I'm like, you know what? I have this music thing going on. I really want to get better. If I'm ever gonna go, now's the time to go. So I took 6 months off. I was so broke, dude. You have no idea. And then I just got my. Can I curse on here, dude?
Oh, like, you can say where the fuck.
Okay, so I got my shit together, and I just prepped for auditions, and that's just it all went downhill from there.
So you play music? Do you play guitar? Do you play?
Yeah, so I play guitar. This is my major. I was a jazz major.
Oh, awesome, dude.
Yeah. So yeah, you say that, and then at the very end they tell you there's no money in it. Oh, that's great.
Nowadays there's no money in almost anything, dude. So,
Dude, that's not true, man. Like, there's money. You just have to, find a way to position yourself in front of it.
That's true.
You're an entrepreneur, man. You're about to own a restaurant. There's plenty of money. Just make good food.
I was, I'm lucky enough to where I've never had another job, like ever.
Oh,
I've never had to fill out an application, but I did start working full time in like 4th grade because of like the immigrant mentality. They were like, you need to fucking work.
Yeah, 100%, man. Yeah.
But it's so much work. I mean, I'm the boss, but like I still scrub the toilets. I you know what I mean? Like I'm not banking it. I'm very comfortable.
Okay.
But
That's good, dude.
So it's cool that you're in the music because I ran a record label for years before I started doing anything. It was called Silent Motion, and we did like dubstep, vinyl, and stuff. And the music business is probably worse than the fucking restaurant business. It's insane. It's fast paced and it's taxing.
Taxing is a word. Yeah. So talk to me. Like, record label, like how, why?
I don't know. I guess I was just bored. I was like, I want to start.
Sickest answer, dude. I like you, man.
I would go to shows and I would just be like, I could fucking run a label, I guess. So I literally just was thinking of names, and I was trying to find something that like represented what we wanted to put out because we're all like underground bass music, like none of like not like Skrillex type stuff, like more like low end frequency focused stuff.
Sweet.
And so I was like, the bass hits you. You don't hear it, but you feel it. So I was like, Silent Motion. I was like, okay, so I got that name, copyrighted it, and then just went to SoundCloud and was just, look like hours and hours. And I found a guy, we became good buddies. He helped me run it. He was the first person I signed. But vinyl was like, because all these guys love vinyl. So we would put out stuff that's only exclusive on that format. And I ran it for about, I want to say like 4 years. We did hundreds of shows. We sold out everything that we did, vinyl wise. And then I met my wife and we got married, had a kid, and I didn't have the time to do it anymore because it was like every Monday I would drive 2.5 hours down south, set up the concert, go get the artist from the airport. You gotta make sure that they have their fucking list of shit that they want in the back. Their fruit, their M&Ms, whatever alcohol drink that they want.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And then so just doing that solo with a very small team, very grassroots, got taxing, and I was like, you know what, sold it off. I still miss it deeply. But it taught me a lot. Taught me a lot because the restaurant business is one thing, but that was like a whole other aspect of running a business because you have to factor in contracts, what the artist would get paid. Digitally, I gave the artist like 90% of the cut.
90.
It was 90% once investment. The only thing digitally was mastering and artwork.
Okay.
So once that was made back, they got 90% of the cut. Vinyl was like, I think like a 70% cut just because vinyl was expensive.
Okay.
But music industry it's a lot.
Yeah, dude, we can talk all night of just stories and, I have crazy silly stories, just like gigging around in like New Mexico and up and down the coast of California. And just, it was, gigging around Hollywood itself is just crazy, let alone like tours and just gigging around, man. Just Hollywood itself is just a nutshell of a place. But
what's it like there? Like, does
Hollywood?
Does that town ever sleep, or is it just 24/7?
No, it depends. Just like everything, dude, there's pockets. You know what I mean? Like, it's not what the media portrays it as. Like, you can go into Hollywood and it goes from like, oh, this is where you buy meth, to like, oh, hey, David Dobrik lives here. You know what I mean? Like, it goes, do you know what I mean? Like, there's pockets like every other city. And then, of course, if you want to go to the Strip and like either on Sunset or Hollywood Boulevard, they don't really sleep. For a couple blocks radius, it is what you see on TV just for a couple blocks. And you'll see like some, 3 Spider-Mans all coked out and then some guy playing Wolverine. And, it is what it is, dude. Like, it's great. Like, there's some of the biggest venues that you can think of are, some of the household names like the Roxy, the Troubadour, they're all right there. And yet the Viper Room, and they're fun gigs to play. Most of them, unfortunately, are pay to play now, which sucks.
You have to pay them?
Yeah, well, you basically have to buy, like, let's say you want to play the small room at the Viper Room. Well, you have to buy X amount of tickets and then resell them.
Oh.
So it's pay to play unless you're willing to just eat the cost,
Yeah.
That's
a very weird business model.
I guess it just depends because personally, I think it's a horrible business model, but they are. Put yourself in the shoes of a business owner that runs a venue, right? So not everyone is going to come in and buy drinks. You have to pay staff, you have to pay security, and
overhead too. Your rent.
Yeah, overhead's huge, man.
Probably stupid expensive over in Hollywood.
Yeah, do you think about just like the rent alone on Sunset? You know what I mean? Like at that spot, it's going to be huge. So and there's no guarantees in music, you know that. So a little bit of security probably goes a long way for these owners. And if you're big enough, it's not that much of a hassle because you might be able to play the main stage, sell 500, tickets, and then start making money, because then you're like, okay, well, I sold the 500 initially, so we broke even, but then an extra, $300 came in, or extra $2,000 came in, so on and so forth. You know what I mean? So if you're a big enough act, okay, it'll make sense. But most people aren't a big enough. So you get a lot of people that are like, Little Miss Iowa that comes, because their mom said that she could sing real well, and
Little Miss Iowa.
Yeah, so
that describes so many people here.
Dude, you have no. Dude, I remember playing. And I don't want this stream to be about like me like being an old man rambling about music, right? But like, there's like still people that like, oh, fair enough. But like, there's still people that like, not to be like that old fucked up guy that's like they owe me money, but like there's still like Little Miss Iowas for all intents and purposes that like I never got. I didn't get paid, because I was young.
I love that term, Little Miss Iowa. I love that term. That's a good term, dude.
Take it and run, man.
Little Miss Iowas. So you have a fan in here. He said waiting. He changed it, but I've been waiting for Boogie to come on one of these. Dope guy.
How do I see the chat? How do I do this?
So the chat right there. So sometimes
let's see.
I have both chats open because for some reason if someone like curses, like for instance Backwoods said, "Holy shit, this is a rare collaboration," it won't pop up on StreamYard. So I found
it. Oh, dude, there's people in here. Oh,
yeah,
wow, dude.
Yeah,
Manga Hunter's in here. Shay's in here. Yep. Tyrone's in here. Dude, Tyrone, you're like the lovable troll of this community. I love you, dude. Like, that's great, man.
Every single video. Okay, Boomer.
Okay, Boomer. Yeah, Boomer. Okay, Boomer, dude. I'm going to buy you that for a t-shirt, dude. And I'll send that to you, man. Free of charge, man. Okay, Boomer. All right.
So, Noah. Music is a big part of your life.
Yeah. Well,
How did you get into manga? Like,
dude, it's funny because I'm getting ready to like tell that story on camera for like a Q&A style video that I'm doing. But essentially what it was I ended up getting injured, right? Because I had like health problems and stuff. And I ended up reconnecting with a buddy of mine. And he does audio engineering. So he does sound at Anime Expo for events.
Oh, wow.
So just through hanging out again and rekindling a friendship, I just started getting into, anime and manga. And obviously at first it was anime just because I was on the couch bedridden and you could watch a bunch of anime.
And your first couple of videos were Dragon Ball, because I was creeping through your old videos.
Sure.
And a couple of them were just, by the way, the look with just the beard was pretty awesome, but once you added the mustache, you completed the whole ensemble, man.
Oh man, dude, those videos were test videos. Okay, like at that point when I was watching Dragon Ball, I finished the series by the way, and I was just seeing like, oh hey, what's this anime community? I'm the kind of guy that if I get into something, I'm gonna go with it. I don't really like to hold back like that. I'll dive into a community, even though I don't really know what I'm doing, and.
Same.
Yeah, same, right? I mean, it's like, I feel like a lot of creators are that way. And the first series that really caught my eye, and that is still the number one for me today, was One Piece, for sure. For sure, One Piece. I get a lot of shit for that because,
it's the best of the big three.
Yeah, but it's a big three. So there's the problem, And then the next thing that got me to buy manga was this series called Shaman King.
Dude, I actually just sold my copies off, sadly.
Yeah, it's because you're an idiot. I saw that shit, dude. It's like you sold Shaman King. I was like, oh fuck, man.
It's
Really?
so good, dude. That's actually the first manga besides Trigun and Helsing.
I keep hearing Trigun. I keep hearing Trigun.
It's good.
Check out Trigun.
Check out the anime. Maximum the manga is like, it's okay, but the anime is fantastic. But
the anime is fantastic.
But so the second one was Shaman King.
Yeah, Shaman King.
And then you're just hooked ever since.
Yeah, well, then it was Tokyo Ghoul, and then it was, and then it was like all downhill from there, really much. But like, dude, it was, man, I don't even know how to. What came after Tokyo Ghoul? I think it was Inuyasha. Maybe it was Inuyasha. Dude, and that one was really good. Yeah,
that show, when that was airing on Cartoon Network, I had some friends that lived 45 minutes away. We would call each other every week and just watch the episodes together and just talk. I fucking love that show so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so good.
Dude, but I'm a sucker for romance, right? And like, Inuyasha was cool, but like at the end of it, I felt like this was the worst romance I've ever seen in my life. Like at the end of the anime, I wanted so much more, but maybe that was just me being like, I just
hopeless romantic.
A hopeless yeah. And that's how I felt at the end of shit, you guys in the chat. Like this is spoilers, I guess. But at the end of Full Metal Alchemist, I was like, you got the ending that you wanted, but then I was like, no, but I want just a little bit more. Like, God damn it. Like, oh man, you know, but yeah.
So what's your favorite series of all time besides One Piece?
Oh, I'm looking at my collection right now, and you know, it would have been different a day ago or a couple days ago, but I just started reading Vinland Saga.
Oh, man.
Brother, if I had found this series a while ago, bro, there would have been a lot of nights I did not get laid. I just would have stayed in here and just read this shit, dude. It's so good. It's very good. So good, dude.
It's so good. Like,
yeah, it's so good.
Like, just astoundingly good. And it gets better and better. I don't think there's a single bad volume in that entire series so far.
Yeah, I'm almost at the end of volume. Oh, Shay, I'm drinking tea tonight. I've had way too much coffee today. I'm drinking tea. Yeah, it's I'm almost through the first volume, and I couldn't put it down. I was like, I almost brought it to work today just because I could have done that, but like, of course, I didn't do it.
So, have you ventured into like Berserk?
I have the first 2 volumes of Berserk, and when I did the manga haul, I got a shitstorm of comments that were like, buy the deluxe version, buy the deluxe version.
They are really nice, dude.
But I get more story if I don't.
That's true.
There's more story.
I have 2 sets of singles, and then I have all the hardcovers so far. Like, I love Berserk.
What do you mean 2 sets? Like,
I have a set of singles that are used. I've like the ones on my shelf are just used to fucking death. They are just, I've read them probably close to like 10 times easily. And then the ones in my closet are still wrapped. They're brand new. So if something ever happens to those, backup set ready to go.
See, now, dude, that's the level of collector I aspire to be, dude. Like, you have backups. Like, that's crazy,
Boogie, do not do it, man. It's so I don't know if you've seen my hauls. Like, I was notorious for like, I spent like 10 grand last year on anime and manga alone, like sure. Legitimately. And it was just 300 volumes a month, 400 volumes. And then I came to this point where I had 2,500 volumes of manga. I read everything, and I was like, I don't even enjoy half the shit on my fucking stream.
Right. So
not on my shelf. And I was just like, I don't enjoy this shit. Yeah. So I started to just declutter and sell stuff. And, you know, man, there's series I miss that I sold, but I don't ever feel the need to go buy them again. Right. Don't ever be like me, because I spent way too much money. It made my wife incredibly pissed off.
Oh, dude, no. Like, okay, so here's the thing about me. Like, obviously, I kind of hit the scene with a bang, right? Like, it was just manga haul after manga haul, and then people were like, "Who is this Boogie Snacks?
Very handsome man. Who is this?"
Stop it with that, dude, or I'm gonna have to give you my number. All right, so I have most of everyone on MangaTube's phone number too. Well, cool, man. We'll exchange numbers, and you can text me when there's sales, and I'll tell you have a problem. No, okay. So I hit the scene, and I started buying a bunch of manga, and I don't regret it. But then I started to learn about like there's going to be not even a money. Like, let's just say money isn't the problem. There's going to be a problem of like literal space, like square footage in your house. And it's getting to the point now where even if I want to collect a series, if I can have it digitally, like on the Viz app, like I'm probably going to stop collecting Dr. Stone and certain other series because like, why would I do that? You know, they're on the app, you know, and you can collect them later if you really want to, but space is so valuable, dude.
It's very valuable. I mean, I'm lucky enough, like most guys probably don't even get like a man cave. And I'm lucky enough that my wife let me have an entire room for this shit. At one point I had like seven of these bookshelves just filled with manga. And then now I have two here and I have two behind me, and I got like a little mini shelf over here. But man, dude, it's just space is an important thing. Like I have just look at this. Like this shelf right here is just Mecha. Like this entire let's swing it this way. This entire mid shelf is just Mecha anime. That's all it is.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
So like space wise, like I don't like the look of double stacking, even though I've had to do it. And physical, like just like Sam said, physical is just so nice. Plus you have equity in it.
Dude, is that Manga Hunter's name? Is his name Sam?
Sam, yep.
Samuel. Bro.
Samuel. I don't want to give his last name away on the stream, but
Sam is the shit, dude. I like his content so much, dude. Like,
dude, I told Sam. Sam was in the comments in the live streams every day for like every week for months, and I was like, create a fucking channel, dude. Create a channel. Real? Yeah, and finally he did, and now we're like good buddies. We're friends on Facebook. We text each other. He'll randomly text me and be like I think it was Christmas that he texted me and was like, bro, I'm so glad we're friends. And I was like, thanks, man. I'm so glad that we're friends too, buddy. Like,
Hi, Bobby Joe.
Bobby Joe is also in here. Like this is the thing I love about this, about this scene is that everyone is friends. Like everyone is literally buddies with each other. And whenever someone new like you comes in, it's always so much fun to be like, oh shit, like there's one of us. So,
dude, that's how not to cut you off, brother. But like fine.
We're gonna be cutting each other off. That's the part of a good conversation.
Yeah. I never thought of that. You're right.
Yeah.
But like that's what I noticed, man, when I started uploading videos, like seriously, like I'm not talking about like those Dragon Ball Z videos or all the other crap that was on the channel beforehand. Instantly people started to like reach out to me on Twitter. And then I think it was Guy, Simply Guy, that like reached out, and then she did a shout out, and then
she's supposed to be coming on FlipCast tomorrow.
Good, yeah, dude, get her on, man.
But she's in Australia. It's like the time zone is just like
and dude, with the fires in Australia too. You're lucky she can get on, man.
Yeah, that's true. But so she said 9 p.m. CST tomorrow, so hopefully we can still make that work.
Dude, I was gonna be doing a bunch of stuff tomorrow, but let me know and I'll make myself available. I want to watch that, dude. Like that'll be great.
G is she's probably the most intelligent person in the scene when it comes to like literally every series. Like, it blows my mind.
For sure.
Like she's just so smart.
Yeah, and she did a shout out for me, and then people started really starting to add me on Twitter and started to like I guess pay attention just a little bit, and the community is so amazing, dude. Here, nice it is crazy how well connected everyone is, and just like the love, bro. I got so many amazing comments on my videos that there was one day at work, I'm just like watching comments come in, and I was just like, all I did was buy manga, you guys. Like, whether you know what I mean? Like take your debit card out and you could buy some too. But it was, I don't know, man. The community here is real cool.
I mean, for the most part, there's a handful of people that are a little bit of cocksuckers, but for the most part, very nice. Nice people. Hey, are you in the Twitter chat? Like, we have like a closed off Twitter chat going where we just shoot the shit all day, every day.
No, I don't. No, I don't think I'm in that.
Sam, add Boogie to the chat. It's fun. based like, every morning. Good morning, gamers. Like, what's up, guys? You ready to roll?
Yeah,
we get really rowdy in the chat,
dude. So that's awesome. Yeah, go add me to that. That'll be a load of fun. But dude, I've been wanting to say to you for a while, bro. Like, dude, your content, like, I know Simply G is like a pretty intelligent, but like, dude, you really know your stuff, dude. Like, I'll definitely say that right away, bro. Like, I will be the first one to shout you out like on my channel, and I can't wait to actually collaborate like on YouTube.
Yeah, we need to do something. That thing
I know.
you told me. Yeah, I'm gonna probably do it tonight.
Sweet.
I'm gonna record it tonight.
Sweet.
I just know about shit that I care about. That's it. Like when I get really into something, I'm like all in, just zoned out. Wikipedia pages, interviews, just like constantly.
Yeah.
It's just
for me coming into the community, I didn't even know where to look. Like I didn't even know until Bay Senpai started worshiping that shit. I didn't even know what Mal was. I didn't even know. I thought it was like his girlfriend. He was so obsessed with it. Like I was like, what the hell is this guy talking about, bro? His girlfriend is like Mal.
Oh my god!
But yeah,
the best. Someone clip that. That's incredible.
But yeah, dude, it's a great site. Like the site itself is incredible. So
yeah, I mean, yeah, but dude, he trolls people. Like I've seen people get vicious towards him just because he likes the troll. It's a whole character that he has.
Oh no, but I love it, dude. Like I don't understand how someone can get mad at it. It's beautiful beautiful trolling is such an art. Sometimes I just watch it. I'm just like, dude, like he must really be such a wholesome fuck that he could actually do that. Like he's honestly, probably a most beautiful person, dude. He's probably great.
Base is really sweet. He's actually really, really nice. He sent me Grand Blue Dreaming for Christmas, and he paid the extra to like have it gift wrap. This note was like note was like, Mr. Paris, this is Mr. Base Senpai from the Church of Mao, giving you a manga that's 8.75. I was like, he's so into the troll that in the Christmas gift it was in on it too. It was great.
Yeah,
he is a wonderful human being. I won't tell that to actually. I tell him I love him every day. I'm like, Base, I love you, and he's just like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Dude, and you know what? He added me one day on Twitter, and I was like, Based Senpai, what the heck? And then I checked out his channel, and I didn't realize, because like I don't know, there was a part of me that I really didn't pay attention to like the name of the channel. I would just watch videos, and I was like, well, I've been watching this guy for a while because I was watching manga hauls and stuff before I started uploading, and that's what got me the idea. I was like, man. And a buddy of mine, the anime expo guy, he was like, I bet you'd be good at that. And I was just like, maybe I would. And then I made one. But I checked out Base, and I was like, oh, I've been watching him. He is hilarious, dude.
He is a very funny guy. How are you? Wait. No, Flip, you said Base love you. You don't add the I. Base was hurt by that. Okay, so I half asked my affection for Trevor. So how are you always so fucking pumped up, dude? Do you just down coffee before you do a video?
No.
You're just like, boom, like you're a ball of energy,
dude. So here's the thing: it might be coffee, straight up, but like, I mean, it is what it is, dude. Like now that I'm thinking, it probably is the coffee. To be frank, I make the content I think I would want to see. And I'm genuinely enthusiastic about this stuff. And yeah, okay, I might butter it up a little bit in the videos to be like a little extra, but that's because, you can't be like that all day, every day. If I was like that at work, people would be like, cocaine's a hell of a drug, man. Like, I can't be like that.
I try to butter it up sometimes, but it just doesn't, like, I feel like I'm just like not, I don't know, like, being me. So like I'm surprised I have the amount of subs that I have, because a lot of the times it's just me in front of a camera, almost monotone, talking about a series that I like. And for whatever reason, my channel caught on, and the goal for this year is 10K. I want 10K subscribers.
Dude, I can see that. Dude, okay, here's the thing with your content. You have in my opinion, I don't know if this is going to be offensive, but you have like the organic feel in your videos, like someone that just sets the camera up and starts talking to it.
That's exactly what I do. I don't do anything.
And that's pretty much when you start stripping away like what YouTube videos are, that's the roots of YouTube. Like, I don't think I would be surprised like a channel like yours takes off. I mean, it's already taken off to the extent in the community, but like going a little bit past the community. It's just a run and gun style of video. I might be on the other side of the fence where I put a little bit of production,
which is nice, which I appreciate that. I say I don't have the time because this last week I've had time to probably sit down and learn a program. I just don't have the patience, and I also don't have a camera. I just use my iPhone, and just film a video, click on the YouTube app, boom, upload, and then I go to bed. And I upload at like 4 a.m. People are always like, "You got to upload at lunchtime. You got to upload at 2 p.m. whatever." I'm like, I'm just gonna upload at 3 in the morning. I'm gonna upload it and go to bed.
It takes a lot of time. Like to shoot a video on average with me takes a while, and a lot of it, and I don't really script a lot of them either. So there's like takes and it does take a while. I'll say that. And then there's a lot of effort in the post-production aspect of stuff. And then I run with 2 cameras and like lights and the whole 9 yards.
Don't take offense because I mean this with love. But the filter you use and your style, because you're very well dressed, you remind me of a Lumineers music video.
All right, bro. All right, guys. This was a great stream. I'll see you later.
I love Lumineers.
Dude, so first of all, Sam.
There's my wife, by the way. Hello, babe.
Hi, Taylor. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Flip Otaku. Sam, my Chemex routine, it's a crazy. I get down to like, I weigh everything. I know exactly how much coffee I'm going to make. In fact, I became the guy. I moved up in the company because I impressed someone by making them a really good cup of coffee.
I thought that he misspelled Chex Mix.
No, it's Chemex is a brand. It's a brand. Well, one would say it's a way of life, but like, it's a brand. Yeah, it's a brand.
Is it coffee?
It's they make crafts, and they make all sorts of like, not just coffee. They make like coffee equipment and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, it's great. And
we're just old school. We get the fucking espresso maker, unscrew it, water, espresso on the oven. That's okay.
That's great. Yeah, that is old school. Yeah, for sure.
I tried French press for the first time.
Frenchy, cool. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Incredible. I was like, this is actually. I'm like, God damn it, I can't have another hobby.
No. Okay. Yeah. But the thing is, okay. So I quit drinking and I quit drugs. All right. So
that's good.
So it's the only thing. This is the only thing I have. When I quit music, I quit all that shit.
Only thing I have.
See, now that's fucking drugs. Don't get it twisted. That's drugs, dude. Don't even get it twisted.
I mean, look at this. I look like a drug addict right now.
Like I said. Jeez, dude. How many of those you drink a day?
It used to be like sometimes 6, 8.
All right, so I'm gonna send you some monster patches, and we're gonna get you sorted out, man.
I'm down to Taylor's telling me, she hates it. Now I'm down to like 3 or 4.
Okay. Oh, you're down to 3 or 4. Okay. Dude, that's nice, man. Like, I mean, I'm not one to talk.
It's 160 milligrams of caffeine per can.
Yeah, but who cares about it's all the other crap, man.
Sugar's only 3 grams. Vitamin B. I think because the vitamins in here, I hardly ever get sick.
You want to hear a secret, dude? There's no vitamins in them, dude. There's no what the you drink it for the nutrition. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Go make a video, bro. What the fuck is this, bro? Nutritional value.
Called out bad. It's true, dude. It's true. It's just I'm addicted, dude. It's the only thing.
You know what, bro? I'll be the first one to say, like, I'm addicted to coffee. Typically, I only have one. I'm down to like 1 cup, but I make a really good cup. So to make it takes like almost 10 minutes to make. But today I had 2. But that's another. I paid my way a little through music school by creating content for other people and editing stuff. Yeah, and then doing private like barista work because I worked in restaurants so much. I picked up like how to make coffee really well from like all the older guys. And
when you say private barista work, I feel like you're gonna make me a cup of coffee and then fuck me. Like, what does that mean?
Okay, so between me and you and all the people in the chat, no, we're not gonna go down that road. But we're not gonna go down that road, dude.
Is there some stories?
There is definitely stories, man. I was a young guy in music school, dude. Like barista, like being a barista at private parties that were too early in the day to have drinks. So I would make coffee, fraps, cappuccinos, and then put music notes and all sorts of stuff. Like, and then when you do that, you put on a show too. So you explain what you're doing and like, oh, this is the blooming process, and what does it actually do? And
the blooming process, in another term, is very disturbing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's you, not me. So yeah, man. Like, I just got really into coffee, and my dream is to eventually probably open up a coffee shop and create content. Like, that's like the ultimate.
Dude, that would be amazing, man. And I honestly, dude, you when I first saw your content, I was like, there's only a few people, right? There's only a handful of people I've ever felt this way about. But you, Alex, I don't want to like name any more because I might not name people and make them feel.
Yeah, of course.
But there's a handful of people that I've watched their content and been like, fuck, they're gonna be the next big thing. I gotta step up my shit. You are so positive in all your videos. Your laugh is contagious. And like I said, you're insanely handsome. So like you get all these factors together, just like Shay said right here. Look at this. His aesthetic is beautiful. Yeah.
He makes my channel. Shay, your channel is not lame.
No, Shay.
Trust me on that.
Shay
is amazing. Yeah.
Shay is.
Dude, she is so nice. She's like, level 10 nice, bro. It's crazy. Yeah, it's too nice. Yeah.
Shay, you need to fucking unleash. Dubs Not Subs. Yeah. Have like you talked to Dubs Not Subs?
I know of him, and I actually shouted him out just to help him get to, like, I think it was 300 subs or 500 subs.
So nice.
He's such a nice character, but I haven't actually like sat down. I've seen his content, obviously, but I haven't sat down and like had a conversation. This is our first conversation, bro.
Yeah, this is our first conversation. We've very rarely talked, here and there on Twitter and videos and stuff. But yeah, man, I mean, I feel like we're just old buddies just shooting the shit.
Oh yeah, dude. I feel the same way. And thank you so much for your words, man. Dude, you have no idea how nervous I get when I upload videos because I don't, I haven't been in the community long, and I know that my
sub count. I've been here for a year.
So I was talking. Well, let's get to that in a second. But like, just to finish my statement, like my sub count has been rising kind of quickly, and it's kind of like not overwhelming, but just a little bit like alarming because like. When that, I don't want to say like I feel a sense of responsibility to continue to up my game, but then it also is just like, wow, I haven't been in this community. Like you have been in this community, meaning like maybe not as a content creator, but as a consumer of like anime and manga culture. I'm a really, really late bloomer to the game. So, God, you're thinking of the word blooming, and I don't like it, dude.
No, you put that in my head this time. I was
drink a fucking monster, bro. Like what?
I am monstered out. I'm literally out. I'm done.
Okay.
Plus, my wife would kill me. She would, if like I went and got one right now, she would be like, "Are you out of your mind?"
Well, let's not get another monster. But like, okay, so but back to my point. Like I always feel like, I don't want to look like this silly smiling idiot on camera. And then the comments start coming in, and then of course I get a little, the nerves relaxed a little bit. But I honestly thought no one was gonna watch my content, bro. Like from the bottom of my heart, I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna do this channel for me because I was looking to make friends because I had absolutely no friends that were into anime and manga except for one sound engineer. And now I've actually found like friend. Like I actually like. We barely met, but I'm gonna consider you like a friend. Like, dude, like you're a friend, and like, people like Sam and Simply G and so on and so forth. Mama Loves Manga. Like all these people that have made themselves like we're now friends. They're in my life. Like, and that's kind of why I even started the channel in the first place.
And that's pretty much the same thing. My wife, I think I don't want to put words in her mouth, but I feel like she would just get annoyed with like how much I'd be like, babe, Berserk Volume 37, oh my god, and she'd be like, she'd be like, that's awesome, hun, and I'd be like, yeah, oh my god, Gantz, babe, Gantz, and she's just like, I think so. She was like, you should start a channel. You have a good personality. Get on YouTube, start a channel. And I remember doing it. I did a Christmas haul, or I did like my first haul and then a Christmas haul and then a collection video. And I remember when I hit 200 subscribers, I made a video in my car being like, oh my god, 200 subscribers, that's fucking incredible. And then 4 months later, I'm at 1,000, and then like a couple months later, the most I gained in a month was like 450 subscribers. It's like roughly it's like 150 every 28 days is like what the the average is. But I had like I have like four or five videos in a row that all broke over 500 views, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? Like just over and over. And then that feeling of people like just like I started, so I'm like a little bit, I don't want to call it a burnout, but I do feel a little bit of a burnout recording videos. So if you notice, my channel has been, I did like all my best of videos, and then now I've been doing these podcasts all week, these like fucking streams. Like yesterday we streamed for 3 hours, today we streamed for 2.5, and then now I'm doing another one. So like when I feel the burnout, I like podcasting so much. I love shooting the shit. And speaking of podcasts, you have a second channel where you have a podcast.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know that. That's crazy. You know that.
And you talked to an artist who had, was it Reggie, who has 25 million streams, which is pretty Spotify. Fucking nuts. So
she's low key. She's like low key famous, man.
That's kind of crazy.
I just had another person on the podcast. The video is going to go up soon. Who is a registered nurse that works at a psych ER, and we talked about that.
That sounds scary.
Yeah, and I had a director that not a director. I'm sorry, someone that worked in directing under someone. I can't say too much, but because he has a lot of hush hush on the podcast, but he worked on like the latest King Kong movie, and I bring on a bunch of creative stuff, like creative people.
Yeah, and I mean, I was checking out your content. Is that on Spotify or iTunes?
Spotify. It's called the Creative Cafe Podcast. Shameless plug, and it's on Spotify and iTunes.
Not shameless, dude. Plug that shit away.
Nah, man. Like, because this audience is different, man. Like, this is where I get to be like, because those I you know sometimes they're a little unprofessional, but like when you come onto the podcast, there's like a whole. You come to my house and there's a crew, and all I do,
really?
Someone takes care of you. My entire house, because I live alone. My entire house is set up like a studio. There's tape all over the floor, taping all of these wires. There's 4 studio lights. It's insane. We transform my entire living room, and it's they get taken care of. And it's called the Creative Cafe Podcast because all I do is I make them a cup of coffee, and then I relax the nerves, and we sit down for the podcast.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So this channel, I get to be a little less. I don't want to say less professional, but I get to kind of let my hair down, a little bit.
It's still looking pretty stiff.
Man.
Speaking of which, what is your hair routine? How do you make it look that good?
This is just a little bit of gel, buddy. A little bit of gel and a hairdryer.
Yeah. I was using is it Pompeii or pomade?
Pomade. Yeah, pomade. Yeah.
I don't know. I just have a barber. I met him at the restaurant. He comes in. He's a regular, and he opened up a barber shop, and he is incredible. So I used to go, I was literally there every week when I was single. Every week I was there getting fucking trimmed up, but now I'm married. I don't have to impress anyone anymore. She's stuck.
Hold on. I want to talk about barbers for a second because I teach my barbers some guitar lessons, so we can talk about that. But Shay, can you make Shay's comment on the screen? Is there a way to do that?
Right there. Yep.
This one. So Shay Geeks Out says, wish female creators grew that quick in the manga community. It's harder for girls. I'm not a woman and I can't empathize in that aspect, but I can say, Shay, that content speaks louder than I think gender. And I think good content rises up.
I feel like not to throw. I think Mama Loves Manga. She's been advertised by Viz. Like I see her shit in my Facebook news feed. I'll see her face. I'm like, and I've never once. This is the thing. I think there are sectors of this community that get very jealous easily. And when I see Mama Loves Manga, the first thing I don't go, oh, that motherfucker. I go, I'm so happy for her. Yeah. She is a very she's just so and Shay hit 1,000 subs. And I was so pumped for Shay, dude. But I kind of get where she's coming from. Besides G,
explain it to me.
I think I don't know. This is a very I feel like a lot of I don't know a single girl besides Shay and maybe G and Manga Hoarder, like Lindsay Tutt. There's a very small number of women who have channels. I just think the number of women who have channels is a lot lower than the men who have channels. I think men have more. But all the women that have channels I can think of, I don't think anyone says anything bad about them. I think G gets trolled a little bit.
Does G get trolled?
I think she does. I've seen I've seen some harsh things said about.
Oh, that's so sad.
It's. I mean, but again, there's some there's some douchebags. There's some Discord channels in there out there that I lurk, that I see people talk shit, and it makes me a little upset.
Dude, I can't wait, and I hope people are talking shit about me, dude. Like, I can't wait for that stuff to start happening, man.
Oh, I'm sure, dude. It every time a podcast starts, there's the same people go, "Oh, not another fucking manga podcast. We were the original." Like they're just butthurt. Like they're just upset.
Yeah,
Yeah, right here. She does, because she's unafraid of pointing out the hard things in the community. I mean, to be fair, Mama loves manga. No disrespect to Mama, but she unfollowed me for the sole fact I'm friends with Alonzi. Like that's
Alonzi. Oh, okay, I know who that is.
The only reason. And I only found out that she unfollowed me because I was like, I made a conscious effort. I was like, I want to have more females on the FlipCast. I want to, highlight some more, female-centric characters. I've had Shay on a handful of times.
Yeah, I think you had Shay on yesterday, right?
Yeah, yesterday.
I saw that. That was great.
Yeah, and Shay and I, like, I feel like Shay's like my sister, and
she's so nice.
She was very nice. So I was like, I'm gonna have Mama Loves Manga and G on. So I messaged G, and then I went to go see if I can message Mama, and I realized, because she was at one point like retweeting my stuff and liking some stuff. So I was like, okay, she follows me, and I couldn't message her because she didn't follow me, and I had to talk to a third party, and it was all because I'm friends with Alonzi, which they got into a little bit of a spat on.
Oh, really?
On YouTube, but Alex is a good guy. I just he had, I don't know, I think he just got kind of slightly burned out, and was kind of like, but yeah, I mean, overall everyone in this community, Link Cable is incredible as well. Everyone here is just so nice. Yeah, she is dubbed the big sis of the manga community, and it's so fun because she started off as a booktuber, and then like, I don't know, but even though I don't read smutty stuff, I still watch all of her content, and sometimes I'm just like, I'm just sitting there like, that's a real fucking book, like that's a real, like, oh my god.
Dude, I haven't gotten into that world. Like, for the Q&A part of my video, someone asked me like, has there ever been like a genre of manga that I've been like really timid to go into? And like, I almost said like kind of like smutty books, and like stuff like that. But for me, what's really difficult for me to get into is like that like lolly stuff,
I hate, dude, I can't.
That just like, what? I just don't get it, dude. I don't know. Maybe it's, I don't know. I just don't get it.
It's because we're not pedophiles. It's just it's really simple. We just we don't like little kids. We're not attracted to that. Yeah, dude, I don't like lollies either, and I've never liked lollies, but when I became a dad to a little girl, it emphasized how much I don't like it. And at the same time, I feel so conflicted, because I believe in freedom of speech. I believe in, art should never be censored. So I just choose actively not to consume that stuff. I am actually reading a series called Ubel Blot. The main character is a male lolly, I guess you could say.
Male, okay.
He's supposed to be, his name is Grundle or Grinzel. He looks like he's 12, and there are scenes where he's having sex with, women with the tits the size of him. And it's a little hard for me to, to sit there. Like, I'm actually giving away Elfen Lied because of that exact reason. The main character is a lolly. Like, it's this girl.
Oh, really? I got a lot of comments recommending me that Elfen Lied, dude. I got a lot of comments recommending me that.
And they're like naked a lot of the times in the manga. It doesn't sit well with me. I even had for instance, Berserk is my favorite manga of all time. And Puck, even though he's like an elf thing, he's what's the word where you can't tell if they're male or female? Very androgynous. He's a very androgynous looking character. And he's depicted like he's naked. He's technically a lolly. So for me, that's just a big no-no. Like, just I just can't say it. That's the one thing. I sold Vampire Bund because of that exact reason. So
you know what? Tyrone Beast is saying something interesting. I saw the anime for Miss Kobayashi, and I didn't hate it. But then again, I guess it is lolly. Is that lolly? I don't know, but I mean, maybe I guess there's exceptions to every rule, but like you, I guess you're reading something with a male lolly, but
I mean,
it's a weird line.
It's a very weird line. It's a very I don't know. I feel like it's a very. That's why I just like Toku and Mecha, dude. That's why I'm just like really leaning hard into that.
Dude, what is Toku? Tell me what that is.
You know what Power Rangers is?
Yeah.
Okay, all the fight scenes, 99% of the fight scenes in all Power Ranger series are ripped from Super Sentai, which is a Japanese show that's been running for 40-something years.
Okay.
So what Power Rangers does? Good night, Shay. Love you. You're awesome. And
you're amazing.
Yes, you are amazing, Shay. We will do a 101 before I go back to work on Wednesday. But yeah, so tokusatsu just means special effects filming.
Okay.
So like the early like the early Godzilla films where the guy is in a rubber suit, that's Toku. Kamen Rider is tokusatsu.
Okay.
Ultraman is tokusatsu. It's just it's a very, I think it's really cool. Like I love people and like I love how like so like for instance I've just finished Ultraman Orb, and the amount of detail that they put into the like miniature cities and the cars and everything, and then you have these gigantic, like they look giant. I think that's so fucking cool and badass. A lot of people make fun of me for it, but it's just one of those things that you just gotta be like, you just gotta own up to, man. I have almost every single tokusatsu legally available in English. So I try to support as much as I can because that shit is just it's so
man, don't feel bad for the stuff that you like, man.
Unless it's lollies, then you should really feel fucking bad.
Yeah, okay. Well, but yeah, but you know what I mean, bro. Like don't feel bad. Like I remember buying like I remember feeling weird buying the Ancient Magus Bride because it had the word bride in it, and I was just like, you know what I mean? Like I just felt a little weird. But then at the end of the day, like I held my head up high and I was like, dude, like honestly, if anyone was, talking shit, like read the story and maybe you won't. Like just like I don't know, don't be ashamed of what you like, man. Whether it be clothes or anything.
Base makes fun of me all the time because I love Mecha and Toku. But I have convinced him to watch a Gundam series, and I have convinced he's watching Kamen Rider right now. So I think he's watching Kamen Rider to slide in. He likes this girl on Twitter, and she is super into Kamen Rider. And
oh wow.
And out of nowhere he's like, hey, which Kamen Rider series should I watch? And I'm like, watch Build, dude. Flip a series you would love is classic Saint Seiya from the 80s. I do love that, dude. I do love Saint Seiya. I love the character designs. I love the anime is on Netflix. Yeah. Yep. I think and they just put out part 4. So I think it's almost finished. Yeah,
so
dude.
I have 2 mech series I'm gonna run by you. And they're the only 2 I really like have any sort of
interest in?
Not evident that I've seen.
Okay.
Really.
Okay.
One, Darling in the Franxx. That's Mecha, right?
That's Mecha. I mean, I don't like the show, but
the ending. I literally wish I could have just got all that time back.
But yeah, 02 is on my back.
02 merch. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
that's a sick sweater though. Honestly,
thank you. Shout out to Hello Senpai. It's a girl. She's an independent artist. She puts out like batches every once in a while. So thank you, Hello Senpai.
02 is a good character, but the series itself, I did not. Dude, the ending. I feel like the first 10 episodes was like really good, Yeah, and then
So okay, so Darling in the Franxx, and then what's the other one?
The other one is going to make its appearance finally in my next manga haul video. So if you guys check that one out, it's called Knights of Sidonia.
Yeah.
Okay, Knights of Sidonia is really, really good. I was like obsessed with that.
Yes, dude. When actually that manga, see, I don't know about you, but like any entertainment that I consume during like a certain phase of my life, I always hold really close to my heart.
Yes.
So the week that we brought our daughter home from the hospital, I watched that in between her sleeping. So like, I was reading Knights of Sidonia, and I fell in love with. I love the thing that makes a good mecha series for me is that the characters have to be good, obviously, or else you're just going to be reading or watching stuff that's boring. But then the mechs actually have to look cool, and I love the designs of the mechs and knights, dude. They're very clean, but they're so fucking badass, and their guns are just like ridiculously big and super long. Yeah, that series is really good. The anime is actually, I think Polygon, Pictures, they do that 3D animation. I think it's their best work yet. I have it on Blu-ray. I have the Master Edition so far. If you want more Nihei, dude, I recommend Blam.
Blam. I think I've seen that scrolling on Netflix.
Don't watch it.
Okay, let me run this by you. You're a man that talks about Gantz.
Yes.
You're a man and I've seen Gantz 0, and from the bottom of my heart, I was confused through the entire movie.
Well, okay,
I didn't know what happened, dude. I felt like they put me in the middle of an arc.
That's exactly what it is.
Is that what it is?
That is part of the Osaka arc. So the Osaka arc is I want to say the third arc in Gantz. So like you're literally in dead center of the entire series. And it's just
why would they do that? Like,
because it's probably one of the most badass arcs. Like that fucking fight, dude. That fight with a giant titty monster, and it just keeps,
the titty monster.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
By Snoo.
Dude, like the movie itself was cool. I was just like, they don't really give much backstory.
They don't explain
like nothing. It just drops you in the middle of whatever, and I don't know.
As a fan of Gantz, I really like it. I think it's amazing. I wish they would just adapt the entire series that way, because like the arc, the Italy arc gets a little fucking wild. Gantz is just nuts, dude. If you can ever, I don't recommend the omnibuses because they're 3-in-1s, poorly made. If you can find the singles for sub $400, jump on it. It's one of my favorite series of all time.
What do you think about? I saw Gantz while scrolling on Funimation. Is that worth a watch?
The old anime.
It looked like it looked old. Yeah.
I have the box sets for it. It doesn't hold up as well, but if you're a fan of, like, if you can tolerate older animation, I would say give it a go. There's a live action Gantz movie that's way better than it has any right to fucking be. Like, it's incredibly well done. It's really well done. Special effects, top notch. There's actually 2. I've only seen the first one. If you can find that for cheap, because I think Viz put it out and it's out of print. That's also very well done.
Dude, I like old anime though. One of my favorite anime of all time is old, and that's Great Teacher Onizuka, dude, and that's an old anime.
I think it's like what, 97?
Yeah, I mean it's like an older style. You can clearly tell, like if you were to watch it next to like My Hero Academia.
Yeah,
like, there's a difference of art. There's like
I think it was Uchu Shelf, which I shout out to Zach.
Yeah, that guy is great, dude.
He is one of my favorites. He just finished Mazinger, the original Mazinger from the 70s. And I don't know, like, I love Mechs and I love that franchise and I love that creator's work. As a fan, it was hard for me to fucking power through 92 episodes of this poorly animated series. I don't know how he did it. But yeah, it was I like old animation. I mean, all my favorite mecha shows are from the 70s. From the 80s.
Wow.
And then like all my favorite toku shows are from the same period as well. So it's just like I'm an old Japanese man in a chubby Italian man's body.
Okay.
So let's how long have we been going? We've been going for at least an hour now, right?
Where's the time? Oh, it's up here. Yeah. So we've been over an hour.
I was streaming about 20 minutes before you joined. So
cool. You want to wrap it up?
Yeah, let's go to wrap it up because I think the wife wants to hang out.
Say no more, man. Yeah, say no more, man. It's Friday night, man. Go get a good hang with the family.
Do you guys have any questions for Boogie? Any questions at all? Ask him anything.
Let me open up the chat here because I know I've been missing a lot of comments. Probably. Let's see.
So there's a little bit of a delay.
Tyrone said best mecha darling in the Franks. Yeah, Tyrone, you're drunk. Go home.
Yeah, you are very drunk. He always trolls me. Because if you Flip, I want to give Gantz and the manga of Berserk a try this year. Doing the same because of Flip. Well, at least Bottom Shelf Billy. That is a really good name because the Billy shelf from IKEA is what most of us use. So that's a very good name.
Bottom Shelf Billy.
I've been getting into mecha anime recently. Can I get a recommendation of a short mecha manga? Ooh, if you have them, there's not that much manga that's in print. I would say Gundam the Origin. It's 12 volumes. They're $30 a piece though. They're hardcovers. Really nice paper. The paper is a photocopy paper. Gundam Wing is 14. It's finished, and then Get a Robo De-Evolution. But you would kind of have to be a fan of the entire franchise to like get in it. I have a couple questions for you.
Okay, shoot.
Favorite band?
Yeah, it's impossible. What genre?
Anything.
Right now I'm really on repeat right now. I'm listening to Joe Pass. Go ahead and check this song out. It's called Chloe by Joe Pass. Check that song out and think of me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then who else? Like top three? Like
top three. Okay. Joe Pass. One of my all-time favorite guitarists that I've got to meet actually is Corey Wong, and he's one of the guitarists for Vulpec.
Okay.
He's really good, and he's like funk guitarist. A lot of these are going to be really obscure, like random musicians that a lot of people probably don't know. But in terms of bigger bands, oh man, dude, Derek, are you familiar with like Derek Trucks at all? Like, do you know, plays with, man, huge. He was actually, I think in 2018, like the highest paid guitarist.
Really?
Yeah, he's crazy, man. He's played at the White House, all sorts of places. He's an incredible slide guitar player. He has a band called the Tedeschi Trucks Band, and that's just like really good. Jacob Collier, another amazing musician. He's like a genius. And then we can start talking about the greats from like Herbie Hancock and Duke Ellington, and all of these just like old cats that I'll listen to, and new funk cats that are like absolutely outrageous. And then, dude, I get down with like Zeppelin and all sorts. Like, I've played so many wedding gigs that like you start naming off songs, and I'm like, I'll probably play
Macarena.
Yeah, of course, bro. Not at a wedding. Like, dude, I think the most popular song that always shocks people, that always gets requested at weddings, is Johnny Be Good. That gets requested a lot. Yeah, I don't know why.
I was gonna say Down with the Sickness by Disturbed, but that's a very
that must be a specific type of wedding, man. that's a special wedding.
And then my second question is, what about jazz made you go, I want to study that?
Oh,
I want to go to college. Like, what about jazz?
I watched Kids on the Slope. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, that'd be a cool answer.
That would be a cool answer. No, I was in a jazz band in high school, and a lot of the people that I looked up to played jazz. And I was in music. I was actually kind of a late bloomer myself. And jazz is great, man. Honestly, if you can play it, and you can, a lot of people think that jazz has to be like this academic thing where you're reading charts and you have to be with the band and, so on and so forth. That's not it, man. You can just translate jazz as improvisation. Really, you can just translate into that. And I actually switched majors at a certain point. I wanted to focus more on like American roots and funk, soul, and groove, which is like really, truly probably like my calling. But yeah, that's long story short.
I'm going to throw genres of music at you, and I want to hear your opinion, okay?
Okay.
Death metal.
Oh, death metal. Okay. IPA beer. That's where when you say death metal, I think IPAs for sure.
Black metal.
2 IPAs.
And then
so I think distortion. I think really, really nice guitarists. I think long-haired Swedish people, and black nails, warm beer, and shows that are incredibly fun. That's what I think of.
Okay. And Boogie, what's your favorite movie?
Okay. Favorite movie. Oh gosh. Man, I don't know. Okay, I would have to say Crossroads with Ralph Macchio. It's a blues movie. Check it out. It's about a kid that plays classical music, but really has a deep passion for playing the blues, and stumbles across an old black man who he thinks is a descendant of Robert Johnson, I believe.
Okay.
And then he sneaks him out of a hospital so he can learn the secrets and he can take him down to the crossroads. And then it follows his story.
And that's your favorite movie of all time.
That movie pretty much got the ball moving for me to be like, yeah, I love guitar. I may be horrible at it, but I love the concept of being a guitarist.
That's awesome. And then what's your favorite anime?
Favorite anime? One Piece.
The anime.
Yeah,
Wow.
Anime or manga, bro. One Piece. As long as it has
So
Boa,
I'm
gonna love it, dude. As long as there's Boa Hancock, bro, there's nothing else. You understand? Like, there's nothing else.
And then do you play Duel Links?
Duel Links? No.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh. No, I don't do that. No.
So besides music and manga and anime, what are some of your other hobbies that not a lot of people would know?
Oh, okay. You say no. I teach guitar. Coffee for sure. That's another big hobby. In high school, okay, so I had rotator cuff surgery because I played so much baseball. I threw my arm out, so baseball would have been a big one. But I threw it out. That's what I wanted to do. Actually, I wanted to pursue baseball, and then I took up volleyball. So I'll play volleyball, which is going to be trending now. With haiku.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, so volleyball is really fun. But really, I mean, like with a hobby like music, that used to be a job, unfortunately. And I mean, I still make money with it, but that's like I have two really serious hobbies, which is like music and YouTube. There's not a lot of time for like dating. Can dating be a hobby? I don't know.
How the hell are you single?
I've been in love once and it hurt so much. I don't know if I want to do it again, dude.
Yeah, being in love, it's rough, man.
It is horrible, dude, but it's great at the same time.
I was with one girl for 10 years.
Yeah. Okay.
And I never once thought about marriage or anything. We broke up, met my wife. Within 9 days, we were engaged. 4 months later, we were married.
It's a beautiful story.
Now we're still married. 3 years going on.
If you find that person and the connection is like that, there's no reason not to do something like that, dude. That's fantastic. Yeah. For me, dude, to a certain extent, I enjoy the single life. I don't want to be like that person that's like, oh God, I have options, but like I enjoy it a little bit. I do have fun. And
you can go get some strange if you wanted.
Sometimes you said it, not me. And I don't know, man. I think the point, I was dating an architect for a while and our lifestyles were so drastically different that and she lived in downtown LA, and I fucking hate going to downtown LA. I don't know, dude. Dating is a really weird thing for me.
Dude, it's so weird because I didn't know how to date because my ex we met when I was 14, and when we broke up, I was like, all right, it's I was 340 pounds. I lost a bunch of weight. I was buff. I was tanning. I had my hair done. I was looking good. I was like, it's time to hoe out. But then there's something in me where I could never do that. There are so many girls that I stood up just like, cause I would get so nervous and anxious. Not cause I was thought they were out of my league, just cause the idea of conversing with someone romantically freaked me out. And then here comes my wife and she's working at the gym. I thought she was beautiful. I thought she was way out of my league and never tried to pursue her until she goes, hey, because she was 19 when we met. So 19-year-old working at the gym at 2 a.m, bad side of town. People are coming in and out of the gym that are kind of sketchy. So she would go, hey, can you stay and talk to me because this guy comes in around this time and he bothers me. He follows me around. So I stayed there and talked to her. The dude came in and I ended up staying there for hours, 4 hours just talking to her. And I was like, oh, fuck, I like this girl. I don't know what to do. So finally, she made the move. She goes, you have beautiful eyes. And I was like, well, do you want to get married?
Dude, I don't know. For me, bro, I enjoy flirting. That's my thing. I enjoy the process of, for lack of a better term, courting someone. I enjoy that process a lot. And I think I'm getting down to the point now where, especially now that there's no roommates and I have my own apartment, the last few flings, I guess you can call them, they almost have been serious. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like I'm now, especially now that I'm getting to, we're almost hitting 30. I think something really substantial is probably on the horizon. I have that gut feeling down inside. Maybe I'll go propose to someone at the gym. That seemed to work for you. But
I actually, my wife plays. She plays the guitar, and I remember the way I proposed to her was
sweet.
She was playing "Hurt" by Johnny Cash's version of "Hurt."
Sure.
And I remember looking in her eyes, getting down on one knee, and being like, "Will you spend the rest of my life with me?" And she was just like, "Yeah. I mean, we've only been dating for 9 days." And I was like, "I don't care. Like, I'm in love with you. I love you." And I remember perfectly the moment I knew our first date. For whatever reason, my nerves kicked in. So I was like, "We're gonna get dinner at 3:00. We're 3 p.m. We're gonna go to dinner." So I take her to this incredibly nice steakhouse. Our bill for two of us was like $150.
Sweet. Yeah.
I was trying to impress her, and then she lived about 25 minutes away. So we're driving. She lives like in like a very small country town, and we get to the turn. It's like I can go right towards her house, or I can go left to the unknown. And I go, "Do you want to go home yet?" And she goes, "No." And we ended up driving for 10 hours. In the moment, like literally 10 hours. Like we went up to Kankakee, like just all these different towns are like very far away. We got gas like 3 times that night. Just enjoying it, just talking. She's playing me music. And I remember the moment I fell in love with her is that she was playing Zeppelin because she really liked Zeppelin.
Sweet, yeah.
And her window's down, the sun's going down, and she had just like her head halfway out the window. And I was just like, I think this is the woman I'm going to spend the rest of my the rest of my life with. I actually have a note on our 2-year anniversary of being married. She wrote me a note, and like I have it hung up, and it says 2 years, 14 months, 104 weeks, 730 days, 17,520 hours, and then she breaks down the minutes, the seconds, and she says, "And counting. Love you, Tay." And I was just like,
"That's adorable, dude."
Yeah, I mean, and then like and then her and the baby make me stuff that I have all the time, like created by Tay and Brigida. We are so blessed to have you. Thank you.
Dude, that's adorable, dude. I actually have a party story. This is not as wholesome. A girl was like, "I'll give you my number if you could write me a song on the spot." So I played her Going to California, and she didn't know it was a Zeppelin song. So I got her number. She thought I wrote it. But that's not a wholesome story at all.
It's a pretty wholesome story.
But
I mean, my wife is. I think sometimes she's.
I love Zeppelin, dude.
So yeah, I mean, I was never like a fan, but I love Zeppelin now because.
What do you listen to, bro? What music do you listen to? He's like, I listen to the Power Rangers theme song.
I do. God, dude, my music taste is so eclectic, man. It's just I love everything from like Bob Seger, like love Bob Seger.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
We just I saw him last year. It's his final tour.
Oh shit, dude! Going to Bob Seger concerts, bro. Hell yeah, dude.
I fucking love Seger. I grew up on that. Grew up on Seger, Petty.
Tom Petty. Okay.
Yeah, my dad's a huge Tom Petty fan. I'm a huge Tom Petty fan. Taylor and I were actually supposed to go see Tom Petty. We told our family, "Hey, we're seeing Tom Petty," but really we eloped. So we went down to we went to Nashville. We went to Music City, and got married. Beautiful outside in the park. But
wait, you got married in Nashville?
Yeah, we went to Nashville.
I already know we're gonna be really good friends, bro. I already know, dude.
I used to go to Nashville before I met Taylor, like every summer. And one year there was a time where I think I went 4 times in a year. Just I love Nashville. I love the vibe. I love the people. But we went to Nashville. We got married at Percy Warner Park. It was, dude, it was beautiful. Like these nice stone steps, moss growing over them. She looked absolutely gorgeous. And she had like a white dress. We had a pastor there. And, we got married. And it was really cool because it's a public park. So there was at the very bottom of the steps, there was like a group of like, I want to say like high school girls, like just hanging out. And when we kissed, like they clapped for us. And then we went to yeah, and then we went to the melting pot and got really sick. So I got really drunk. I got really, really drunk. But dude, it's just the best times. Like I never knew like what life was until I met my wife. But music. So Lumineers, our second or third date was Lumineers. We went and saw them live. Okay. I actually really like Lumineers a lot.
So why are you talking shit on my color grading?
No, dude. I said, don't take that wrongly. I said I love it.
Dude, I'm just pulling your chain, man.
But then I also like rap. I love.
Okay.
I actually taught. I taught one semester a hip hop class here at the local college.
Nice.
I love everything from Wu-Tang Clan to Pac. I love this new wave, the SoundCloud rappers. I actually fuck with it quite a bit. But my favorite right now are like Suicide Boys, City Morgue, Ramirez, Shakewell, Puya, Ghostmane. And then my real passion, like most of my records, I have more records than I have manga, which people don't know that. I have more vinyl. My favorite genre of music is black metal. Like I love.
That's why you were asking about the. Okay.
I've been obsessed with the genre since I was young. Like I remember I got kicked out of school for a day for reading Lords of Chaos, which is the full title is Lords of Chaos: The Bloody Rise of the Satanic Metal Underground. And I was reading it in public.
I can see why you would get kicked out.
It's a public school, and we were supposed to be reading for we were supposed to bring a book, so I brought that. And the teacher saw a church, like the church was burning on the front cover, and she was like, "Dad, taking that away." Mm-hmm. So that's my favorite genre of music. I've written every paper, I've written essays on black metal. I love it. I don't like the people behind it because they're very shitty people. They're murdering each other, burning down churches. Especially the second wave is very. But yeah, we hung out every second we could get. Yeah, we were together like I would not sleep. I would have to be at work at like 9 a.m, and she worked the late shift at the gym. So I would be at the gym and just hang out till 7 when she was off, and then just take her to Starbucks, hang out with her for a second, and then go home, sleep for an hour, and do it all over again.
You see, that is romantic as fuck. And I'm sure it was probably like really taxing and tiring, to do something like that.
Best time of my life.
Yeah, that's romantic as. Like I remember one time I did everything I could to get on a date with this girl, and we ended up dating for a while. But the first date, we were supposed to go to like a really expensive it wasn't a winery, but it was like this outdoor pop-up type of like restaurant that served really bougie food and do you know what I mean? It was like one of those. But it ended up like one day, like it rains 5 days in LA, and one of those days it was raining. So what I did is on my way to pick her up, I spent the money I had allocated for that restaurant because I was actually prepping to go into music school. So I had absolutely no money. So a big expensive date was like a hard hit for my wallet at that point. And I bought like big old thermoses, right? And then I went to go pick up like ramen and like dumplings and all this stuff. And we ended up just chilling. I used to drive an old van. So I could throw gear and, fucked up friends in there. And I loaded ramen, dumplings, all sorts of like just goodies in there for a nice cozy night. And I went to go park up. We live by the mountains. So I went to go park up by the mountains, and we just played like podcasts and stuff and just got to know each other. And then I was like, "You're hungry, right?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm starving." I was like, I'm hungry too. She's like, "Are we going to get food?" I'm like, "Hold on 1 second." And I brought out like thermoses filled with like just like ramen and stuff like that. And
that's awesome.
It's dedicated. Like shit like what you just said right now is like real dedication, dude. Like no wonder why that effort shows over everything else.
Dude, we fell asleep because I lived with my parents until I got married. And we fell asleep outside my parents' house in her car because we were just like,
I love that, dude.
Like cuddling. Like I was in the passenger seat, she was in the driver's seat. We were just talking, and we both just dozed off. And my dad knocked on the window and was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" It's like 8 a.m. But yeah,
it's hard to date when you're living with your parents, man. It's hard.
Are there any mid-century homes in LA?
Yeah,
my wife is obsessed.
There's a lot, yeah. Yeah, there are. Yeah.
So we're gonna be getting a house this year, and she wants a mid-century modern home. So
where you don't have to say because there's a lot of people watching, and you can answer this like off screen and like message me or something. But where are you guys?
We're Midwest.
Okay, you're in the Midwest. Okay, cool. Because I make it abundantly clear, I don't hide from it. Like I live like in LA County. Like I'm in LA.
Yeah, but like our town's small. The restaurant is like really easy to find. I've had people like there was a time where a couple manga tubers tried to like I've been trying to be canceled before, so people found out the restaurant name, they found out my Facebook, they're sending me pictures of like my family, like privately.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah,
dude.
like making burner accounts and just prank calls at the restaurant. So I kind of keep that stuff on the download, but I'll tell you off air. I mean, it's not like we're so my wife's been trying to get like very, she's like, be more private because you're too open.
No, that's why I asked like disclaimer, because for me, I mean, good luck finding where I live. But like LA is so big, like you're not gonna. I have no problem saying like I say my name and I say where I'm from all the time, so it's abundantly clear. But that's why I always ask like, do you want to share that? But so you're Midwest somewhere, okay? Whenever
I do say it, I'll say like the town over, like just because it's like but we are. I mean, I'm near the University of Illinois. That's like the big college.
Oh, okay, cool.
So
cool. University of Illinois.
But yeah, what was I gonna say to you? Oh, another genre of music I like is like old techno, like old underground techno.
Okay.
I used to go to like residentadvisor.net daily and just get new music from them. But yeah, man, just like I said, it's very eclectic.
Yeah, dude, you're telling me, bro. I feel like music school turned me into a snobby asshole when it comes to music. Like, I honestly feel that way sometimes because like things like that. They're like, oh, what's your favorite band? And they're expecting me to say like, some really well-known band. And then obviously I'm going to say like, who the fuck is Joe Pass? No one knows who that is. But then I'll be like, how dare you not know Joe Pass? One of the godfathers of jazz. Like, how dare you not know him?
My favorite jazz band is Dillinger Escape Plan.
Dillinger Escape Plan. Sweet. Okay, actually I know who that is. I did not expect you to say that right now. Okay.
A lot of it's metal, but
yeah, I was gonna be like, that's not exactly jazz, man.
But a lot of them went to jazz school, and I think it shows in their music. Like they're fucking switch ups in the fucking time, and like the fucking time signatures are just mind blowing.
Time signatures. I'm glad you brought that up, dude. Polyrhythms are like a thing in music school.
Yeah, polyrhythms. Like, no, dude, fuck that. That seems way too much.
If you get polyrhythms down, you get laid. It's just simple. Like it's it's just that fucking simple, man. Like
polyrhythms down, you get laid. Well, Tay, I'm gonna learn some polyrhythms, babe. So
Don't do that, dude.
I played trombone. That was like
trombone player, bro. Let's start a ska band.
Dude, I love ska. I actually really like ska. Zach from Uchu Shelf is a fucking
ska.
massive ska fan.
Okay.
I think
that guy's going to fucking Aquabats concerts and shit.
Oh, I miss Aquabats.
Right, dude. That's a throwback name.
God.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
Real Big Fish.
People usually go Real Big Fish or Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. No one ever says fucking Aquabats, dude. That is a throwback. But let's go and wrap it up. My wife just said, "Come here with." Like,
yeah, my bad, bro. Yeah, we've been going for a minute. Hey, okay, so everyone watching, I'd like to take a second and say thank you, Flip, for having me on, bro. This was
amazing.
A
lot of fun, dude.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, bro. The first conversation, like face to face, having with you. That's not like online, just like chatting. And this was absolutely phenomenal. I can't wait to collaborate. And we already know what we're talking about. Yeah. And let's do stuff more in the future, man. Like definitely,
yes, absolutely, dude. You're more than welcome to hop on one of these whenever.
Sure, dude. So, send over invites, and I'm always down to hop on over. Okay.
Awesome. And then, guys, where can people find you? It's Boogie_snacks on Twitter.
On Twitter, yeah. Boogie underscore snacks. That's B. You guys know how to spell Boogie and snacks. It's just there's an underscore. You can also find my YouTube channel. If you guys want to check me out, that would be a great way to get to know me. Is go ahead, check out my YouTube channel, Boogie Snacks.
And sub them. Make sure to sub them. Get them to 1,000.
Yeah, that'd be great, man. But dude, thank you so much. You have a pleasant night, and yeah.
And I want to talk off air about our collab before we end it. So don't leave when I end the stream, okay?
So what do? I just don't touch anything?
Just don't touch anything. So anyways, guys, I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. And we are